Blaze! It's been a long time, buddies! What's up? It's been a while, and I'm going to be straightforward with you. I do these videos for myself. I've said it before. I like to get on here and I like to talk about various things. Typically, like I said before, it's usually some sort of drama or trauma, whatever is going on during the week with a client or myself or whatever. And it's good therapy for my brain to talk about things. But obviously, in our current situation, that's, things have changed. But, I'm going to be honest. It's been hard this last 3 or 4 weeks to muster up some energy, when I say that, I mean positivity. But, I'm on here sincerely to talk about a couple of things. What I don't want to talk about much is about our current situation. I mean, we're bombarded on a daily basis on the radio, the TV, everywhere you look, on social media. We are reminded of what we're going through, and quite honestly, we don't need to be reminded. We know what we're in. But one thing that really kind of makes me mad, angers me a little bit, is all the memes and all the funny stuff they're putting out about this thing we're dealing with. And I'm being straight with you. I don't think any of it's funny. I don't think any of this is funny because maybe some of you, but speaking for myself, I know from following economics and politics and all this for all these years, you just don't know what's coming after we get on the other side of this thing. So I'm always thinking long term. I'm myself always trying to stay as consistent as I can. But when we get through whatever that is, be ready, because it's some work to do. I mean, I guess we could probably attach that to something along the lines of fitness and nutrition, because we always have some work to do. You should never be satisfied. Now, on a positive note of this thing we're dealing with, there have been some, believe it or not, some positive things have come from it. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, the latter. And so I think that, being forced to be confined, if you will, a lot of people are going to find what makes them or breaks them. It's hard enough when things are great and we're going through something, when the economy's great and work is going well and your relationship's going well, and then some traumatic event pops up and you can recover from it or somewhat recover from it. But this is constant, all the time drama in a confined area. You can't go anywhere. You can't get in a fight and go take off and go somewhere and come back later, because nothing's open. So this situation is going to force us to learn how to listen to each other, learn how to coexist better. I say better because, a lot of people are just coexisting. They're just getting along. So if you're not getting along before, you've learned to understand each other and you're getting along better, or you're at each other's throats. Now, factor in several children in the mix, I have some clients that have been bombarded with schoolwork, like, several of them are just all day long. I mean, they are now the teachers. They have taken on the teacher's role. So that can cause a lot of trauma in the house. But you can, in the same token, you can look at it like this. You're getting closer with your kids. You're learning your kids, what your kids need, what your husband or wife needs. You're listening better. You're doing better. Or you just let things get to you and you do the opposite. So look to the bright side of things, I suppose. Now, speaking for myself, I've said this a million times before. It's so important to stay consistent. Now, when news broke, 3-4 weeks ago, I'll be honest with you. It shook me. It did. It shook me. I'm going from working a really hard 12 plus sometimes 14 hours a day nonstop, 8 to 10 clients, down to nothing. That's scary. And you all know that. I don't have to tell you that. But I've tried, since this whole zombie apocalypse started, I've tried to stay with my same schedule. Every day I still get up at 4:30 in the morning. I still get down in the basement. I've been very fortunate enough to have somewhat of a pretty decent gym in my basement that I could go to. And I go down there like it's my office at work. And I go daily. I go a daily routine. Same things I was doing before. It's not as many clients. I'm sticking to the schedule. And the same holds true for the way that I'm eating. The diet, the nutrition. More than ever now, you should stay on your plan. You should stay on track. Don't go sideways like 90% of the people I'm hearing from. Not my clients. There's a couple that are struggling. But everyone's using this whole thing as an excuse to eat like shit, go off the rails, binge eat. I mean, most people don't have access to a gym, and that's not their fault. But you can get outside. You can go for a walk or run. You can do various things calisthenics-wise. I mean, you're very, very limited. That's true. And that's not your fault. But you can, like I said, more than ever, you should stick to your diet or whatever plan you were on point, more than ever now, because you can't exercise as much. All the more reason. Because when we come out of the other side of this craziness, when you do go back to being organized and consistent, more consistent, think of how much better you'll be. See, there's some more good that can come of this. It can train you to be motivated, disciplined. Discipline is important, and you can do it. So don't use this crisis. Don't use this fucking shit show we're in as an excuse to just blow it. Blow your plan. Blow all your hard work. Blow it. Don't effing do that. Dig deep and be better. Because when we come out, we will be better. All right? It's good to see you all again. Let's get through this shit. All right? Let's get through. I'll see you all very soon. Stay positive.